start with the easiest angle, the front view. I'm using a colored pencil for the construction lines, so you can still see the construction of the head after it's drawn. The first step is to draw a circle. Limit movement in your fingers and wrist, and move your elbow and shoulder instead. Just hover over your sketchbook, creating circular motions. When the movement looks and feels right, lower your pencil to create a faint circle. I'm making it dark so the instructions are clear, but try to keep your construction lines very light. The next step is to create a vertical and horizontal line that goes through the center of your circle. This is the middle line, and this one is the brow line, where the eyebrows go. Since the side of the human head is more flat, let's cut off the sides of our circle. To cut off just the right amount, split this section into 3 equal spaces, from the center of your circle to the top. Do the same for the bottom half. The top third will mark the top of our cut, and the bottom third marks the bottom. Cut off the other side as well. I can't erase pencil crayon, so just imagine that the sides are gone. Extend the middle line down so we can draw his feature lines. We already know where the eyebrows are going to go, so next we'll need to figure out the placement of the hairline, nose, and chin. In cutting off the sides of our sphere, we've actually created the hairline and nose line already. For an average male face, all of these features will be spaced evenly, so to find the chin line, simply take a measurement from brow to nose and bring it down here. Now we have 4 horizontal feature lines that are spaced evenly apart. Just doing a double check. To complete our head shape, we'll need to draw the jawline. Extend the side of the head down a little, and then curve into the chin. When you draw the other side, make sure the corners of your jaw are lined up, so one side isn't higher than the other. Now we have a complete head shape. There are 2 more lines you might want to draw. The eye line goes between the brow and nose and is about 1/3 of the way down. I know there's a lot of measuring, but if you practice a lot, you won't need to draw so many lines or make as many measurements anymore. And then between the nose and chin, there's the mouth, which is a little closer to the nose. Let's start adding his features now. The ears are attached to the sides of the head and go from the brow to nose. Start your stroke near the eye line, using the brow and nose as boundaries. Between where the ear shape started and ended, draw a bump. Extend it down, up to the right, and then to the left. Now we're going to use this part of the ear shape as a guideline to draw a similar shape that runs close to the edge. Now draw his other ear. Drawing the rest of his features can be very intimidating. Before we actually draw any of them, we need to learn where each feature fits on the face. Then we can worry about how to draw each one. A good way to approach this is to first practice drawing the human skull, because it really helps to understand the structure beneath all that skin. Study and draw the skull from many angles. Same steps for a head in the side view. Draw a circle. Draw a straight vertical and horizontal line through the very center. Since we're drawing a head from the side now, this line is now called the ear line. And this is the middle line. Extend your middle line straight down, creating the front of his face. This one is still the brow line. To find the hair, nose, and chin lines, split the top and bottom half of your circle in 3. The top third will mark the hairline, and the bottom third will mark the nose line. The space in between each feature should be equal. So to find the chin line, take the measurement between brow and nose and bring it down here. Draw a full circle between the hair and nose line to represent the flat side of his head, or the side plane. That's the part we cut off when drawing the first head. It looks like a circle when viewed from the side. The eye is about a third of the way down from brow to nose. And then draw the mouth line, which is slightly closer to the nose than the chin. To complete the head shape, draw the jawline, which runs from the bottom of the side plane to the chin. The shape of his cranium is less of a circle and more of an oval. To draw the back of his neck, roughly align your pencil with the nose line and the base of his cranium. Halfway between the front and center of his head, draw the front part of his neck. Let's draw the ear between the brow and nose, placing it in this quadrant. It's actually slanted back like so, instead of perfectly vertical. The ear shape is also kind of similar to an oval, I find. So if you want to have a rough guideline to draw within, create a faint oval. Between your first and last stroke, draw a bump. Extend down, up to the right, and then up to the left. Duplicate the ear outline inside the ear. And if you want to add more detail, draw a shape opposite of this one. Let's draw his facial features. Start at the brow by creating a large curve. Extend upwards to create the forehead. I'm trying not to follow the circle, otherwise his head will look too round. Below the brow, you can draw a light triangle, the simplified version of a nose to use as a guideline to draw a more detailed one. Experiment with different shapes to get a bunch of cool-looking noses. Let me switch back to my